Hello, this is Mr. Win, and this video is solving inequalities. So inequalities are like equations and solve just like equations, but they also have a graphing and shading component. You'll see these signs, the less than sign, the less than or equal to sign, the greater than sign, or the greater than or equal to sign. And instead of having just one answer, inequalities generally have an infinite number of answers, which we can write as an interval or a set. Make sure you know the difference between open and closed. Open, you'll see these two signs. Close, you'll see these signs with the equal sign underneath. Close includes the number. Open means it's hollow and it does not include a number. All right, remember multiplying or dividing both sides by negative flips the sign. That's an old algebra 1 rule. And then when figuring out where to shade, always look in the perspective of the variable. So is the letter greater than or less than the other number? If the letter is bigger, always shade right. If the letter is smaller, shade left. And you can check by picking any point on the shaded area and plug into the original inequality. That should make it true, which I will do. So here's the first one. Looks like an equation, but the sign in the middle is no longer an equal sign. That's a greater than sign. That means it's shading, but this is open because there's no equal sign. You'll see me have an open circle in a little bit. But we solve like normal. So first get x to one side. I'm going to subtract 2x both sides. So there's that. Then I'm subtract 6 from both sides. -3. Alright, so get used to x on either side. So this says -3 is greater than x. Now I said always look in the perspective of x. So we're looking at x. Is x bigger than -3 or smaller than -3? X is less than. So when x is less than, we're going to shade left. So I'm going -3, put an open circle, and shade left. Right, I need to see the graph and this. This plus the graph together is the answer. So there's the inequality and there's the graph. Like I said, you can check by plugging in anything over here. For example, let's use -10. If I use -10, the original problem should be true. So I'm going to check 2 times -10 plus 3 should be greater than 6 plus 3 times -10. If we simplify that, that is -20 plus 3 should be greater than 6 minus 30. And then combine that, that is -17 is greater than -24, and that is true. -17 is greater than -24. Now, if you plugged in the point and got it wrong, it's actually a quick fix. All you gotta do is shade the other side, because one side is always shaded. If the left side's not shaded, then it's the right side, and vice versa. If the right side's not shaded, it has to be the left side. So you can check. Also, I said there's more than one answer. It's an interval or range. We can say, well, this goes from -infinity. It goes left forever, right? So any number up to -infinity, all the way to 3, and it stops at 3. It's open. That is called interval notation. It says how far left does it go, how far right does it go. It goes all the way forever to the left, all the way to, -3 on the right. All right. We also say set notation. From earlier, we had x. Let me do this. I'll do it wrong first. We had like this, where it had the answers in here, right? Well, now we don't have individual answers. We have a range, an interval. So we have a condition. So here's how we write that. We'll say x is the set still of all x's with the condition, or say such that x is less than -3. So as long as x is less than -3, it's in this set. So for example, -4 is in here, -4.5, -4.9, -4.987. There's an infinite number of answers possible. So any of these 3 things circled in box in red are all the same thing. There's 3 different ways to write that answer. All right, here's another one. Solve like normal. So I'm going to subtract 7. Yeah. That makes this 8. I'm going to divide by -4. Now when you divide negative, you must flip the sign. There we go. I'm going to graph this. Now you can graph it kind of lazily like me. I like putting the number, the positive and negative version of that number. So I'll put -2 and +2. It says we're starting at -2. It's closed now because there's an equal sign. And we're shading which way x is bigger than. So greater means go to the right. So anything over here works. So I can plug anything over here to check. So I like the number 0. 0 is easy to use. So this is -4 times 0 plus 7 should be less than or equal to 15. Well, if I simplify that, that is 0 plus 7 should be less than or equal to 15. And that combines into 7 is less than or equal to 15. That is true. So we're good. We shade the correct side. All right, so let's write the interval. This goes from 2, and it's closed now. So closed, you have a bracket. So it goes from -2, all the way to the right to +infinity. So any number between -2 and +infinity will work. We'll make this true. We also have that set notation, so you could write like this: x equals the set of all x's such that x is greater than or equal to -2. Kind of see that inequality in there. And that's it. All right, one more slide. Of course, fractions. So let's see, we have one fraction by itself. Let's give our fractions by multiplying the denominator. Multiply both sides by +6. So this left side, that's -24c. On this right side, the 6's cancel out. The sign stays the same. I did not multiply both sides by negative. So it's just 5c plus 58. So again, when we multiply by denominator, that denominator goes away, the top stays the same. And now it's an easier problem, where I get c to one side. So I'm going to subtract 5c. Makes it -29c less than or equal to 58. I'll divide by -29. I'm dividing negative, so I have to flip the sign. And that is -2. Alright, to graph this, again, I just need the important number, or if you're really, really lazy, you can actually just write the only number that matters is -2. It is closed. C is red. And is the letter bigger, smaller? C is greater. Remember, it's like a Pac-Man or alligator mouth that eats the bigger thing. So C is bigger, the letter's bigger, go right. And you check anything over here, including 0. 0 is nice. So let's plug in 0. So it's -4 times 0 is greater than or less than or equal to 5 times 0 plus 58 over 6. Well, hopefully you know any number times 0 is 0. And this is 58, 0 plus 58 is 58 over 6. So 0 is less than a positive fraction. That's true. All right, let's write the interval. The interval is -2 closed all the way to infinity. If you want to do the other way, x equals the set of all x's such that x is greater than or equal to -2. That's it. All right, thanks for watching. See you in class. Again, make sure you ask questions. Bye.